Hi guys, and welcome to Service UK HQ.
GHQ.
What do you mean GHQ?
General Headquarters.
Oh, General Headquarters.
We've only got one. But
We're normally out in the field, but today I thought let's get my dad, Owen, in and let's talk about gear, because I know you guys love gear. I love gear, being a younger hunter, and it's something that we don't really cover that much, but it's something as an editor, as a hunter, someone who really enjoys consuming copious amounts of content, I think we should cover it. And obviously in the field of hunting, shooting, there's so many gadgets, endless gadgets, and we all love a gadget. And what gadget have we got today?
I also think a lot of the time we're out in the field, we're concentrating either the client or the job in hand, which is deer management. So don't always get to turn to the camera and be not technical, but give the information that's perhaps sought off a lot of our social media channels. People ask us questions about what we use and why we use it and everything. And yeah, as you said today, we've been using InfiRay products for probably 12 months, and I was using the original Eye for all last winter on our cull stalking and everything, and they sent us this new model Eye E6 Plus back in the spring, so back end of the muntjac season, start of the roebucks. And it's been awesome, been a game changer. And Dan is sick of me going, this piece of kit, because it is a piece of kit. They totally changed the shape of it. It went from more conical to like a pure tube, a round tube. It's very light and it's very, very simple to use. So for an old bloke like myself, I looked at it and thought, God, that's far too simple to use. It is. It's basically got a turn wheel, which is its magnification, and it's got a button on the top, which as you scroll through the menu, you can press that down. But it turns itself on. One of the ways it turns itself on is by using that front cover. So you turn that front cover, and there it is. It's booted on and ready to use. Well, you'll know I speak about it a lot, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, last year you had the unique, a different model to this.
I had the old unique though. I did love the unique.
and I was using the Eye, along with my filming, being able to spot things as well. And I loved the simplicity that you could just control everything with the touch of a button. You could scroll everything with the touch of a button, and it was just my favourite thermal.
Yeah, well, if we're out in the field, we generally pass the thermal between us, because if I spot something, I'm looking at it through the binos, and then Dan's got to find it in the camera, so we both got to use it a lot. I mean, this 8 quick startup time, great battery life. I was getting about three stalks out of it, 3-4 hours each outing, so between 9 and 12 hours. It's very easy to put into standby mode, so you just literally either close that up, and then within the screen it asks you to either press that button or the wheel, and that puts it into like a pause mode, so you can conserve your battery like that between fields or woods or wherever you are. It's got 4 colourways, white hot, red hot, black hot and rainbow. I prefer the white hot myself, or I've used the red hot quite a bit, and I use it on 1 to 1.5 magnification. Which is my standard procedure. It's got a really wide field of view, which means you can cover some ground if you're out on the open field, or back down to 1 power if you're in tight woodland. And the image quality, it's ultra clear.
Yeah, it's, for me, in the past, I've never really used the zoom feature on thermal, because I've never thought, you don't really need to zoom. All you need to pick up is heat. But to be able to actually use the scroll wheel, how easy it is to use, I've found you pick up heat and then you actually just instantly scroll straight into into that picture.
Well, in the spring on muntjac, I was using it. If you found a buck, you could ID the buck in this. You could look at his antlers in it. Again, I say it's got very good clarity. It's but as well, although you just talked about it, in the past we've had older thermals where, because we're constantly out in the truck, we've had it where we've come to use a thermal and it's ran out of battery because we've simply left it on whilst we've kind of gone out. The good thing about this is that it turns itself off.
I mean, that is off now. So you'll never be in a position where your thermal's run out of battery because you've accidentally left it on. So that's, I think, really a key key point.
No fogging, no misting. I mean, the summer we've just had, we've either had sort of like 25, 30 degrees out in the meadows, or it's been torrential rain, and this has been absolutely soaked to the skin. Not a problem with it. No misting, no nothing. So
another crucial update, which is, I know, minor, and maybe perhaps not an advantage to many, but for me, in terms of filming, we now have sound, which was a feature on obviously some of the higher end models.
On the Unique as well. Yeah, so that's good for us filming. Very easy to charge up. It's got like a little magnetic plug there, very much like the like your MacBook Pro. Finds the position of it. But if that's kind of not what you want to do, you just pop that cap out there and you've got the original plug. But a piece of kit that has definitely changed our week. I don't use Game Changer very often, but I certainly hope InfiRay don't ask for this back.
I know. I mean, for us, in terms of thermal hunting over the past, how many years have we been using thermals now for?
Well, originally I never used thermals and didn't want to use them, and then some Belgian clients started rocking up with several different brands, the original spotters, and they were spotting more than me, and it was kind of showing me up, so I thought, well, I better get something. And I bought like a third-hand old thermal, just that you could basically see a white spot, and then you'd have to ID it. But it's just come on leaps and bounds. I mean, I don't know how much further we can go with the quality of this. You know what I mean? It's just, you'll see from some of the images we put up, it's just stunningly sharp. And
it just, as well, if you look at it in terms of deer management,
excuse me,
bless you, it certainly makes you more effective. And of course, there'll always be arguments for and against whether, are they ethically right or are they ethically not right. But in terms of you taking the how would you say it?
Battle to the field.
Yeah, the emotion out of it. If you want to be an effective deer manager, it really gives you that time to be able to spot, the heat, and you then get set up before it's even,
and even more so if you've got somebody out with you who's obviously you're trying to get in front of a deer. It gives you those 2-3 seconds to actually get him into a position, and I fully respect the old school who don't want to use it, but I embrace technology in everything I do, and it's certainly proven its worth to us. So great product, InfiRay, and you're not having it back.
No, exactly. And another product we're given that potentially we're not big foxing guys, but we have guys on our team that the new InfiRay thermal scope, and we've heard incredibly.
Yeah, so we had one of those sent us, and I gave it to Pete, who helps me, and Pete rears pheasants and has rearing fields, and so he's been tidying up the foxes that have been coming in and around that area, and we've got some great footage off that he sent in, hasn't it? And we're hope to be out with him one night next week, so he's going to actually he's been putting it through his paces, and he's been getting some great results with it. So
and hopefully we can get some more footage on this for the Robot Rut.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
And now as well, obviously with this being able to film audio, we can you can hear you calling and it barking and the book barking and that's so.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get another one of these coming in.
Well, I'll get book fever again.
It's only there because it fell off the wall.
But let us know in the comments, guys, if there's any other products you'd like us to talk about. What thermals you use. It's always interesting to understand.
Please. That's what we're here for. So, or if there's anything else you want us to try or use, or any queries you have about this product in particular.
Yeah. So, and I know we always do the hunt films, but this is definitely a format. Especially for me being a younger hunter, I'd love this kind of format where we just look at gear and unpack it and talk about it. So,
thanks for your time.